All our roads have been leading to this point. We're not going to live with our project in Final Cut Pro. We want to share it with somebody. In other words, coming over here and clicking this button and sharing it. But before we do, we need to talk a little bit about the possibility of having to gather your materials. Now, if we go up here, WEC Energy, one of the new features in X, which is libraries, and I'm going to right-click on it. I want to see where it is. So I'm going to go Reveal in Finder. I love that feature. And, well, here it is. WEC Energy, and it's over here, and this baby is 208.49 gigabytes. But where is the stuff? Here's a trick. It's kind of a Mac thing, and I'm so glad that I am talking to only one operating system, because we could do this if this were a program that ran on, say, Windows, but there would be a different route to get there. Right-click your mouse. This is called a package. Right-click your mouse and go down to Show Package Contents, and there's your stuff. Original media, it's all here. Now I'm going to do something that you probably wouldn't do. I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to drag it out of the library, and I'm going to put it on my desktop. I've got another screen off on the left here. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to come back here, and all of a sudden I've got a problem, don't I? I have a problem, and I have a missing file. Now that missing file normally wouldn't be done the way I just did it, but I'd like to reacquaint you with something here. I'm going to go here real quick into Import. I'm going to slide down here and go into my user and go into my desktop. First thing I find, I'm just going to try to import it. I want to show you something or remind you of something. Actually, that's the one I dragged over. Let's do this one. Leave files in place. We never use that. We copied our files into the Energy library. So we have no problems here. It's controlling them. It's managing them. A lot of times I will leave the files in place. Maybe not a lot, but I've done it. Now that might mean that I have files in different hard drives, and I accidentally move one like I purposely did just then. It's going to give me the same warning. Where is it? I can't go anywhere until you give me that file. So how do we find that? Well, there's actually a couple of ways that we can do that. Let me close this out too. One way is pretty straightforward. Let me show you that one. This file has a name, doesn't it? Select it and copy it. Command-C. Now go out onto your desktop, your Finder, and you can see I'm there now. And I'm going to press Command-F to find. Now this is assuming you don't know where you moved it, of course. And I'm going to go into Name, Matches, and paste in that name, and I can find it. Now I have multiple copies of this file. I could use probably any one of them, to be honest with you. But what I need is I need to get that back. So I know it's on the desktop. I moved it to the desktop. So I come back out of here again and go back into Import, slide down here, go into my desktop, and there it is. Import selected. Now I'm going to put it into holding instead of the folder it's supposed to be in. Doesn't matter. We'll leave all this stuff off, okay? Click Import. It's back. Now it is in holding, but it's also in, if I'm not mistaken, main media, and there it is. If we go back to holding and say, I put it in the wrong folder, I don't need this one, but do I move it or can I throw it away? Throw it away. Move it to trash. It's still here. It made the connection, and we're right with the world again. Now, if you're copying into the library itself, you probably aren't going to have this problem. But if you're managing the files yourself, it is possible that that could happen. That's just an easy way to find it. With that done, we're ready to talk about sharing.